Hello, welcome to our home. We thought we'd make a little video of the house to show it to you so you can get an idea what it looks like. You know, pictures sometimes don't quite show the true story, so we thought we would do a video. Now, it's going to be lengthy probably, and it's probably of most value for those of you who are already scheduled to be staying here. We thought we'd just show you the place. It's really a beautiful little place. You know, for a vacation home, we packed a lot of punch into it, you know. I mean, it's not the Taj Mahal, but there's a lot of really great stuff in here. So let's start with the front entrance. We have this beautiful entryway medallion. You know, we had this made for us, it was custom made for us in Italy, and above it, this absolutely gorgeous Maxim water crystal chandelier. It's just fantastic. The place is full of designer stuff, by the way. These little tables here, for example, this is Christopher Guy, absolutely adoring, you know, also extremely expensive. The mirror is done by Baker. These are very nice glass displays. The bottles, by the way, came from our own private winery back in New York. The floor, Echo Alabaster, imported from Italy. That's absolutely gorgeous. There's beautiful stuff all over the place, like this coffee table here. This is Maitland Smith, another famous designer. The leather was custom made for us by Century. It's just beautiful, beautiful adorning pillows. The coffee table, Theodore Alexander. It's a real skin on the floor. There's a lot of beauty here. Jason, can you back up a little bit, please?
Sure.
For example, here, this is our bar. This is Maitland Smith again, and this little box has all of the beautiful things that you would use in a bar. The ice bucket is silver. It's absolutely gorgeous. It was done by our friends Ralph Lauren. The tray, it's a 200-year-old antique. And by the way, so is the Waterford candy dish. These things can't be replaced. They're priceless, you know. We talked about the coffee table, for example. You know, these are just beautiful adornings here. This is an actual work of art, done by an artist. Very pricey, very beautiful. The painting on the wall was commissioned by us. It's called Time Lapse, and it was done by a famous local Naples artist. It's the only one in the world. It's absolutely gorgeous. There are beautiful things everywhere. Let's stick with the living room. Like I said, the furniture is custom made by Century for us, but this is Baker right here. The beautiful table with the little horns. And hiding in a corner here, we'll probably see it when we go around, but hiding in a corner here is Tommy Bahama. Every Floridian home has to have some Tommy Bahama. Let's see what else. Oh, these hurricanes. They are also by Ralph Lauren, and they're beautiful. They turn on like that. They're just absolutely gorgeous. You can't tell. They're not real. And they're scented. So they're really beautiful. So there's a lot of beauty and opulence in this space. I'm sure by now you've noticed the beautiful 3D HD TV. It's really gorgeous. I mean, the color is beautiful, and the sound. Here, let me just give you a feeling for the sound. Let's see if I can.
I know it's not intensity.
It's really theater quality sound. You know? What's interesting about this TV is that hiding inside of this bar, it is also a Blu-ray DVD player, and there is also a computer. So if you need to access the internet, you simply go in the bar, take out your mouse and your keyboard. You move the mouse and hit enter on the keyboard to wake up your computer, and then using the TV controller, you change the selection to the PC, and there you are. You're looking at a Windows 8 PC. If you want the classic look, you can call out the classic look like that. And if you want a DVD player, by the way, you can do all these things. This doesn't have to be open. There's an eye hiding underneath that allows you to make all these switches. So we can switch it back to television now, and you just do that by selecting the source and telling it that you want to go back to that, and off you go. So we talked about the computer and the television. Forgive the fact that our video is really not very good. I'm not a movie producer. My son, who's holding the camera, is not a video recording person. So, you know, we're strictly amateurs at this. But I really wanted to take the time to show you the place. So that's our little TV and the beautiful things here. We talked a little bit about the living room. Let's talk about the kitchen. Well, maybe we'll start with the dining room. Let me talk to you about the dining room, because the dining room is really spectacular. Okay, so this is March Carson here. This is all custom made for us by Marsh Carson. You have absolutely no idea how opulent, how expensive, and how rare these things are. Let's start with a chandelier. I mean, this is just incredible. This is Swarovski, the real stuff. It's not junk. And this custom furniture is done by Marsh Carson for us. You'll notice that in the China hutch, you will find beautiful silver, beautiful crystal. We don't take any of this stuff away. We leave it all for you guys. The furniture is just absolutely the gas meow. Look at these bar stools. Look at the carving work on them. Look how beautiful they are. Now, I'm going to tell you the prices on some of these things, not as a boast, but I just want you to know the kind of opulence you're coming to and how important it is to be cautious with it. These bar stools, each of them was $2,500. That's $8,000 in bar stools right here. And sitting above them, there are these beautiful pendants. Now, these didn't come from Home Depot. These were hand-blown for us in Venice, Italy. And we had to wait over 6 months for them because we wanted them done by the same person on the same day in sequence so that they were as similar as possible. And each of them is well over $600. Everything here is, you have no idea how much a chandelier costs. It's ultra expensive, so you're not coming to some sleazy little hole in the ground, you know? So even though it's a small little vacation home, like I said, we've packed a lot of punch into it. So this is our dining area. It looks out to a beautiful pool in Lanai area, which we'll talk about later. Let's talk about the kitchen a little bit. So this is what you call a great room setup, right? So where the three areas, dining room, living room, and kitchen, are integrated together. And as you see here, we have this beautiful chef's table. Now what's nice about this chef's table is you can work at it, you can do a lot of things, but let's say you're sitting and the chef is cooking here on the custom stove. He can turn around and share with you. And it's a beautiful way of entertaining. Let's go through the areas of the kitchen step by step. So as we come way back here, there's a washer and dryer room back here. And in here there's a pantry. It's full of stuff, including the network copy of fax, printer, copier, whatever else it does. Anything you need it to do, it will do. This is a refrigerator. This is a Sub-Zero 48-inch side-by-side refrigerator. We call it the Toyota because installed, it costs more than a car. It's an incredible piece of machinery, extremely expensive. These are our beautiful ovens. These are GE Monogram Pro version. They're unbelievable. They will do pretty much anything you can dream of. They'll do it beautifully, precisely, and quietly. Look at the way these trays work. With my pinky, I can move them, okay? And they're brand new, so they're still stiff. When they get a little bit used, they'll be even smoother. The cabinetry was made for us, custom made for us right here. Now it's very special. First of all, the cabinets are adorned, these beautiful solid bronze handles all over the place. But the cabinets are custom made, they're full of beautiful stuff. They all have the American expensive self-closing mechanism, so you don't need to close them, but it's not that Chinese stuff that doesn't work so well. Now the cabinets are full of great stuff, full of quality stuff. There's nothing broken, old, with chips, whatever, none of that stuff here. Now there are basically no doors, very few doors. You'll notice that they're all drawers, because this way, they're illuminated drawers. You can reach in, take what you want. You don't have to get on your knees to get the thing that's behind. You just open the drawer and grab it. Now, we put a lot of custom touches into this kitchen. Look at this one, for example. Every spice you can imagine in one drawer. That's really fantastic. There's a place here for additional spices. And again, the theme continues with these big, beautiful drawers, that are illuminated and you don't have to bend down. So even when you see a door and you think, aha, there's a door. Well, it's a door, but not quite, because, see, it slides out, and if you want to make a lobster, there it is, and it keeps sliding out, so the big pots are in there. So there's a place for everything here, and everything has a place. Anytime that you see something that appears to require you to bend down, it doesn't. Every little gadget you can imagine is here. For example, on this drawer here, there's a gorgeous wok, if you want to do walking. This KitchenAid toaster is unbelievable. You don't push the toast down. You put the toast in, the thing pulls the toast down, toasts it for you to perfection. When it's done, ding, comes up. And if you don't pick up the toast, ding, takes it back down, keeps it warm for you, brings it back up later. Unbelievable. The Mr. Bullet, of course, everybody loves those things, Lots of little custom touches. Like the Soleil from Europe, the teapot that matches. The stove is a Wolf glass stove. It's absolutely gorgeous. The hood is perhaps more interesting. It's also done by Wolf, but these hoods usually come with a 300 CFM engine that's mounted right here. This one has a 1200 CFM engine. Jason, you need to move your finger away from the lens, please. This one has a 1200 CFM engine. The engine is mounted up on the roof so as to keep the noise down. And because you can see there's beautiful lighting everywhere. We're going to talk about the floor lighting in a minute. But for example, the backsplash, imported from Spain. The focal point was custom made for us in Italy. You notice that there are no outlets that you can see. They're mounted underneath, one every 6 inches, so as to not disturb the beauty of the place. The countertop. Now, when you look at it, you're going to think it's marble. It's not, it's granite, but it's an exotic granite, very, very rare. It's called Taj Mahal. It's found very deep in the earth. It's beautiful, it's really very desirable. Everything you could possibly need, you know, chef's knives, you name it, every gadget you could imagine, they're all here. Even a small thing, let me just put my supplies away. For example, in here, in this little drawer, you know, if you like sushi, there's a complete sushi set. And if you like caviar, there's a caviar set, including the little mother-of-pearl spoons. There's absolutely nothing you could want, and everything is a first-class quality. There is nothing old, nothing beat up, nothing shipped. This is truly, truly a luxury home. Even the faucet is luxury. This dishwasher is a European Bosch, made in Europe. It's better, more expensive, and much quieter than a Miele. In fact, you can't hear it. In fact, it's so silent they had to put a light on the floor that illuminates down here on the floor so you can tell that it's running. And you'll notice that there are these lights, toque lights on the bottom, right, that illuminate. Now, these things are very special. They're on an eye. So if you enter this room from any direction, from any direction, the garage, the front door, the lanai, either of the suites, the floor lights up. What it does is it provides pathway lighting for you at night. So it's absolutely gorgeous, even at night. Let's talk a little bit about the fans, for example. Okay, so we're back. I got that phone call. I'm sorry. Like I said, we're not professional movie makers. So let's try and finish up on the kitchen area if we can. As I said, there's a lot of custom touches. I didn't mention the fans. I mean, isn't that beautiful? I mean, look at that. That's just gorgeous. And this one, too, is a very unusual fan. In fact, everything here is unusual. I mean, in here, hides the coffee maker. Now, this coffee maker is kind of special. You don't put water in this coffee maker. It fills itself with filtered water. You just put in the coffee, and the thing will make you 10 cups of perfect coffee in about 5 minutes. It's absolutely beautiful. So everything is custom made, and that kind of more or less covers the bits and pieces of the great room. I mean, you just have to open all the cabinets. There's, you know, everything in here is first class. You know, I mean, knives and forks and dishes and you name it, it's here. Let's talk about the rest of the place. So let's go to the east wing. Actually, before we go in the east wing, let's talk about these things here, because you know the place is deceiving. Let me give you an example. There's a little box right here. Okay? Now, this is just a box, right? A little Jaguar on it. But see, this is gold. All of the yellow is real gold. And this was actually done by an artist. And it is priceless, extremely expensive. This little piece of box here cost an unbelievable amount of money. So one of the things that I'll mention is that the house is very kid-friendly. You're going to see some of the areas of the house that were designed specifically for kids, including the media room, which is to die for. We haven't talked about it yet. So it's kid-friendly, but it is not kid-proof. So if your party has a lot of children in it, you really have to think about, you know, how you're going to manage the situation. Maybe some of these more expensive things need to be carefully moved away. There are custom touches everywhere. Nothing here is inexpensive. This is Theodore Alexander again. This is an antique. It was carved from solid marble in the 1890s. Her name is Sephrosyne, and she's a Greek goddess. I mean, absolutely unbelievable beauty everywhere you go. All right, so let's talk about the east wing. Come on in. So, as you can see, it's beautiful. It opens, you see the little Palladian window. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and it opens to the outside. If you come around here, Jason, you'll be able to show how it, you know, it opens out to the lanai. Beautiful king-size bed. Egyptian cotton sheets, 1,300 or 1,200 thread count, not junk. Okay, everything is first class. Everything is perfect. Come on, let's take a look at this bathroom. I mean, just take a shot in here, Jason. This bathroom is absolutely gorgeous. Come on in, I'll show you. First of all, beautiful closets everywhere. His and her sink. Even the commode room is highly decorated. If you look at it, all of our bathrooms have a private commode room, beautifully decorated. If you stand back over there, Jason, we can show them the gorgeous soaking tub. And this bathroom features a two-person walk-in shower. Plenty big for two people. So, custom Italian floors again throughout. It's beautiful. And as beautiful as it is, believe it or not, we're about to tear it down. We're going to make it even more beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it, it's gorgeous. But I want to have vessels, I want to have a new cabinet top, I want to have a special mirror, I want the water faucets to be coming out of the mirrors, new tile, new crown molding. There's going to be a lot done, but that's not done yet because there's only so many leaves of money on a tree, so we do this in little pieces. But this suite is absolutely gorgeous. Personally, it's my personal favorite suite in the room. By the way, every room in the house has at least one brand new TV. At least one. Some rooms have as many as 4.
Hey Dad, should we talk about all these up here?
We can. You'll notice that in every room there are plant shelves, and we put beautiful things out there. The living room is the same thing. We can look around the living room, but they're just gorgeous. There's eye candy everywhere. We've tried to make the place really, really pleasant to be in. And again, it's all first-class stuff. There's no junk anywhere. We'll talk about the outside later, and we'll talk about the media room. But let's go over to the other side of the house. So this is now the west wing, and it houses the rest of the home. So we'll start with what I call our guest room. This is our guest room. It's a beautiful room. It's got 2 single beds. They can actually be brought together to create a king size bed. Nice closet again. TV. It's a peaceful, serene room. It's beautiful. So if your party is larger, you might end up using this room. All the Floridian colors and the fan, always beautiful. We call this our service bathroom. Maybe Jason, you want to shoot it from here. It's the smallest bathroom in the place, but it's brand spanking new, and everything is first class. Real marble, beautiful shower. Everything is really, even the cabinetry. By the way, in every bathroom there's curling irons, flat irons, hair dryers, you name it, it's here. But even a cabinetry, again, the American-made self-closing mechanism. So this is our service bathroom. It's absolutely gorgeous. You'll notice that there's beautiful lighting throughout. Even the chandeliers are nice paintings on the walls, no junk, the Italian floors throughout. This is one of my favorite rooms. This is our teenager kid room. We call this the hangout room or the fun room. It's really interesting. First of all, look at the size of this window. Okay, it's a full-size window. It opens to the outside. Okay, but it has bunk beds. This is a double bed here, big enough for any adult. And then there's a single bed on this side, and then above, 2 single beds. Jason, if you come this way, we can show them that every bed has its own TV. So there's an individual TV for every bed, and there's little closets in here. Kids love to be in this room. By the way, every one of these TVs has special earphones for the kids so they protect their ears. There's a DVD player. You can plug a game console into it. So you may never see them again. They might spend the rest of their lives in here, of course, until they find out about the media room. And then you'll never get them out of there. But we'll talk about that later. But it's just a beautiful room for small kids or teenagers. They love to be in here. Come on, let's go look at the rest of the house. So this now is our west wing suite. And just like the east wing suite, it has its own bathroom and so on. So it's gorgeous. Again, there's the plant shelves up top with the beautiful vases and all that. Always a fan to keep that Floridian feeling. Beautiful blankets, 1200 thread count sheets, gorgeous covers. Beautiful. There's a very nice size walk-in closet in here. Of course, a brand new TV. Every room has a brand new TV. Jason, maybe if you shoot it from there, you can sort of, go over there and take a shot this way and kind of show them what it looks like. It opens, of course, to the outside, to the lanai. The sliding glass doors over there open to the lanai. And Jason, if you come this way, we can then show them the bathroom. So it has its own adjacent bathroom. It's custom made, of course. Everything here is custom made with its own bidet because we're European, so we wanted to give it a European flair. Nice big shower, Palladium windows, gorgeous stonework. It has its own separate and decorated commode room. And this particular bathroom has an interesting feature that it opens out to the pool and the lanai area. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But so you can exit to the lanai from here or from the retracting glass doors. Very private, very quiet. So you have two suites, and what's nice about having two master suites, at opposite ends of the rooms, if there's two couples or maybe an in-law situation, no one gets the lesser room. Let's talk about the media room a little bit. It's another one of my favorite rooms. They're all my favorite rooms. So the media room is designed for entertaining. Let's see if we can maybe get an initial shot of it from here. And you shoot from there, Jason. Let me just straighten out our pillows, because we should have made this prettier before we took the video. But again, this isn't set up. We didn't set this video up or anything like that. We're just shooting it as it stands. So this is our media room. It's bright now because I have the lights on and I have the Palladium windows allowing light to shine in. But it's beautiful. It has a tremendous amount of features. Let's start with a table here. This table opens so that you can work a keyboard or have food while you're watching the great TV, which we'll talk about in a minute. But this room contains all kinds of entertainment. So Jason, why don't you come on in and shoot from that corner? So it's really designed to be a home theater or a media room. You notice the gigantic size TV. So let's close the door and maybe create some mood lighting. So I'll take the big lights away now. And if you see, we have those beautiful sconces on the wall, and they're dimmable, right? So if you shoot them again, Jason, you can see how we can dim the lights in the home theater. We have the backlit wall. You can see the glow in the back. Gorgeous color, and look at the beautiful sign, Chill Out Theater, right? So now this room contains all kinds of things. For example, in here there are some books and all kinds of old school games, checkers, chess, all that stuff. This is full of DVDs, some even in 3D. Down here are all the controllers, etc., for the games. And in the console here, we have an Xbox One, we have a Wii system, there's a Blu-ray player, there's of course, the cable box, the TV. I mean, it's incredible. It has a Sonos sound system, so let me put on the sound just for a second. It's really unbelievable. For example, if you wanted to use the computer, it's quite easy. You just move the mouse to wake up the computer, change the source, and in a few seconds you're staring at a computer. If you want it to be the traditional desktop instead of the Windows 8 apps, there you go. And we can switch back to the source and go back to watching television with just a couple of clicks. So it's really a gorgeous place. I mean, it's fantastic for watching movies. The sound system is unbelievable. Gaming, if you saw the Xbox One, you'd swear you're in the game. Another interesting feature, this couch, which is extremely comfortable, by the way, this couch actually opens into a queen-size bed and has its own recliner inside, so that you can actually lie down and watch the show if you want to. Kids love to sleep here. Adults sometimes too. So you have beautiful custom lighting. You may never get your kids out of this room again. It's really unbelievable. Now, that's the inside, and then I'm sure I missed a lot. There's a lot of custom bits and pieces I forgot to mention. The seating. Well, let's talk about the outside, because the outside may yet be the nicest part of the house. So, all the master suites lead to the outside, and so does this. You can fully retract these doors, and that brings you out here. Now, custom-made furnishings out here as well. Beautiful fan and lighting. But look at how gorgeous this is. Let's look at the look. So this is our custom-made pool. We have this made just for us. The saltwater pool and spa. Now, when I say salt, sometimes people don't know this. No, there's no salt. It just doesn't have chlorine this year. It's used to fine getting pool, so your eyes never burn. You can go in the water, open your eyes, no problem. But I think the thing you will notice most about this area is how private it is. You notice there are no other houses. There are, but you can't see them and you can't hear them. So we built fences and we built a double layer of Aretha palms, so impenetrable that you cannot see or hear anything. And of course, to the back of that, we have a observe. And we have these gorgeous gardens. We'll talk about the gardens in a minute. Remember I mentioned the bathroom from the West Wing suite that opened as a cabana? They said, why don't you come this way? More over there, please. So, if you need to use the bathroom while you're in the pool or the spa, it opens up into a bathroom. before we look at the gardens, this is our barbecue area. Right now you just see a very nice new barbecue in there, but actually we're going to build an amazing outdoor kitchen out here. When I finish with the outdoor kitchen out here, it's going to rival the indoor kitchen. In fact, we have a video just about that you can watch on our website. But for now, it's just the barbecue. This is full of pool toys and etc. There's even a fence that you can put around your pool. You see the little holes here. So that if you have little kids, you can protect them from the fence. As you can see, beautiful sunshine all the time if you want to sunbathe, but no bugs because we have the cage. The gardens are gorgeous. We've had a lot of rain here in the past couple of weeks. I mean, really torrential rain. So unfortunately, we're missing a lot of fruit that you would normally see. But just to kind of give you an idea, that tree there is a Meyer lemon, and there's still actually some lemons on the tree, but you can't see them from here. This is the Valencia orange. This is a Persian lime, absolutely delicious. In the middle is a Japanese kumquat. Back here is a mango. These are usually loaded with fruit. Help yourself. You can see there are beautiful flowers everywhere. But what you cannot see during the day is the amazing light show that goes on at night. The pool lights up, and you're standing on top of me again, Jason. The pool lights up at night, and it's just gorgeous. Okay? The pond lights up. But out here, in the gardens, there's an amazing light show. We actually hired a lighting artist. As a matter of fact, he's semi-famous. He just recently did Governor Pataki's home back in New York. And he did a beautiful job here. So at night, it's just gorgeous ambient light here. Little lights that light up. They flicker almost as if they were candles. It is such a romantic place. It's just unbelievable to be here with me. One of the best places in the house, for sure, day or night. Lots of details I forgot to mention. Even the handle is custom made for us. You see all the beautiful knickknacks on the walls and everywhere. You notice the beautiful towels that we leave out for you. There's actually a waterfall that emanates from that planta. That planta is also lit at night. There's beautiful seating areas. So that's our outside. I can't possibly describe it well enough to do it justice. This is one of the best places in the house. You know, we love to sit here and eat almost all of our meals right here at this table. This fan takes away all the heat and humidity. It's just an absolutely beautiful feeling to be sitting here. Just gorgeous. By the way, these doors, Jason, if you come back around here, these doors drop automatically with a switch inside, so that you can close this off. Let's say there's a day when there's a bit of rain or something, you can lock these doors, slide the glass doors open, and you have yourself an additional room. The air conditioning floods the room, and you basically have a room that opens into this master suite, and it's gorgeous. So that's, you're going to follow me? That's a walk through our home. I know this a lot. We didn't even talk about the custom driveway or anything like that, but I don't know what else to say other than it's beautiful. It's as beautiful as we've tried to make it. I don't think you're going to be missing anything from the custom-made caviar dish to the coffee grinder to you name it, it's here. And if it's not, just let us know. We'll get it. I think that you're going to have what we call the best vacation ever. Thank you for your time, and we hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Whenever you're ready.
Told you to put on the bicycle.
You guys going to laugh a lot about it today.
I know. We really are. But that bathroom looks lovely. I have to put my bathing suit down. Okay, almost there. Drink a little bit of champagne so it doesn't look stupid.